Hello, I'm Andy Stevenson and I am the head of Year 12 at Sandwich Technology School. So I'll be working with you quite closely to make sure that you can make the absolute most out of your time in Year 12, so you're ready to make sure that when you are taking those exams in Year 13, you're completely and utterly ready for all of those challenges. I will be available to you for any pastoral support you need, any issues you've got with changing subjects, anything like that. That's what I'm there for. So, what are some of those challenges that you're likely to face at sixth form? Well, one of the problems that we often find new students have is just managing your workload. When you're doing your GCSEs, you find that you have lots and lots of people telling you exactly when to have something in and what order to do things in. And as you move into sixth form, we do expect you to be more independent. So that can be quite difficult for people. Another thing that sometimes people just find a bit hard is that, many of you might be in a situation where your close friends have gone to another provider, and that can be quite difficult if you've suddenly got to find a new friendship group. And sometimes it's just the biggest difficulty of anyone your age is just not being sure exactly what it is that you want to do with your future. You may just possibly haven't got a single idea, and those are all the sorts of things that we are here to help with. So there are lots of opportunities that go alongside those difficulties. So one of them is that it's truly a chance for you to become a really independent person, an independent adult, really think about what it is you want to do with your future and everything. A great opportunity to make new friends and to reinvent yourself somewhat following whatever you've experienced at either another school or in the lower school here. And I often find that people discover new things that excite them and then they get passionate about in sixth form, as you really start to look into what makes you you, and I think that's a very important time. So, we do lots of things to help support you in that. We are very proud of our offer of non-curriculum activities, enrichment activities. Now, clearly at the moment, we need to have a look at exactly what all of the things we can do is, but there's some things that we know will be going on, and we're very proud of those. One of the several things that will be going on is something called Future First. That's a set of activities towards the end of Year 12 where we get universities and apprenticeship providers and various other people in to really help you understand the process of what you're going to do next. Another example of something we do there is the Unique experience. That's a summer school programme with the University of Oxford, and there's also the Sutton Trust Summer School, which we've got great experience of getting people to apply for and do. Now, lots of the other things that come up with enrichment will be very much based on the sort of things that you want to do. So we're always open to new ideas for enrichments and things that are going to make you better. One of the biggest opportunities we can offer you will be student leadership, which is something that some of you may wish to take up later on and take an active role in that. But whilst you're here, one of the greatest opportunities in being a sixth form student is just making sure that you're being a role model to those younger students and playing an active role in our community. So what I'm going to say we're going to do for you is that we are going to offer you a dedicated team of tutors. You will have the same tutor throughout your experience here at sixth form. You'll have a head of year, me, and then Mrs. Stone, and will take over mostly next year. And then you will have a year manager, Mr. Stones, who'll be looking after your pastoral needs. We're very proud of the fact that all of our teachers are expert teachers. Everyone has got qualifications in their subjects, been teaching it usually for a while, and they're really passionate about that, which I think is incredibly important. And you get some freedom over what you do with your time, and you can wear mostly your own clothes. You can find the full dress code on the sixth form website. But in order to make the most of that, what you need to do is just give your best effort at all times. Really do try hard. It's not always easy doing level 3 qualification, so really give the most that you can do. Do take part in our community, come to the productions, help out at these activities, just genuinely be a good person around the school. It's important that you're a role model for younger students. Whether you believe it or not, younger students really do look up to older students. If not in a direct way, just when they see the way that you act, they think, well, that's the way that it's okay to act. So it's really important that you're a role model. when you make a choice, take responsibility for it. I never object to people making choices. I object that when people don't want to deal with the consequences of those choices. So, make sure that you're being a responsible adult, and always make sure that everything that me, Mrs. Stone, Mr. Stones, every other teacher at school, every time we make a decision, our aim is always to benefit you. Something to help support you when you are here, that's very important to a lot of people, is some of the material support that you can be offered in the school, as well as some of the additional support when you need it with some of your experiences of stress and other mental health issues. So, on the material side of things that we offer to help you is the bursary. The bursary program needs to be applied for, and it's some money that's set aside to help you buy books and other things that might be useful for your studies. The school usually manages that for you, so if you will just come up to Mr. Stones and say, I'd like this book, and he will then buy that for you. But you can have some control over that yourself as well. In order to qualify for that, you do need to meet either a means test or be on certain benefits, or be a post-service child, so have a parent that used to be in the armed forces. So that's one thing. Please do apply for that. You can find all the details on the website. The other thing that's offered is the bus pass. That's organised by Kent County Council, so again you need to go onto the website and check that out, but that gives you a big discount on getting the bus into school, which I know will be very important for many of you. On the material side of things, as well as all the pastoral support from your tutors I mentioned before, we are very lucky that we have our own fully qualified in-house counsellor who is there to look after your needs. So Adam Turnbull will be there to help you if you really, really do need some support with your mental health. He has regular clients, he also has drop-in sessions, and he's done group work in the past as well. So Adam is really there to make sure that you can thrive in this environment. Adam specifically has qualifications in dealing with people at your age as well, so he really is a well-qualified person. So Mrs. Rook is our careers advisor. She's an independent careers advisor. Whilst obviously employed by the school, she's always there to give you the highest quality advice that she can, and entirely best for you rather than anything else. Mrs. Rook won't mind me telling you she's particularly passionate about this because she did a degree in German, but it wasn't actually the right degree for her. When she reflects back on it, she didn't necessarily have a great time doing her degree. So her overriding passion in her career has been making sure that students have access to good, high quality careers advice, and she does a really fantastic job in doing that. So she will be giving you one-to-one sessions throughout your time with us to really make sure you've got a clear understanding of what it is that you want to do, and she can help you with contacts, look in the right direction, is always around to do research and help you find the right people to talk to. On top of that, she will also work with us to make sure you've got good careers advice going on in your tutor time, and that you've been advised of the latest opportunities. She regularly sends out information about apprenticeships and other such experiences. One of the key things that she will be involved with, for your point of view, is the work experience programme that we ask all Year 12s to take part in. Mrs. Rook will be really instrumental in helping you understand the sort of work experience that's going to be valuable for your career. Now, whilst we ask you to arrange all of that, is she really is there as a mediator helping you make those phone calls, send out those emails, and all those sorts of things. She's also in charge of the general programme that you will have, things like Stepping Up, which is where you get people from the University of Kent or Christchurch come in and they talk to us about what it is that the university experience is like, how it is you can apply for there. And she's also responsible for organising talks with apprenticeship providers, including Pfizer, which is one of our big local providers, obviously. And she was also responsible for organising the higher education evening to make sure that you and anyone at home has a really good understanding of it. She's also in the past organised gap year experiences, and that companies come in and talk to about that. She will help you with CV writing, personal statement writing. She'll advise you on how to manage your digital footprint, so how it is to make sure there's no embarrassing photos of you knocking around the internet and things like that. So really give you a complete and full package of career careers advice. And we're very, very proud of what Miss Ruck is able to do and what she can offer. So she will be there at all times to help you. On top of that, near where she is, there's the Careers Library, which has got all sorts of university prospectuses and information about different companies and all sorts of other advice on what it is that you can do to move your career forward. There's also a whole careers section on the website that I strongly suggest that you do look up. Now, Mrs. Ruck can be contacted at any time. She's always willing to help people, and the details will be available to you. Again, you can just find them on the website.